ഒരു വിധി ഞാൻ കേൾക്കാൻ.
Very good morning, cadets. Welcome to online class. We are in chapter Framing of Constitution, Making of Constitution, Political Science, Part 1 of your class 9th. In the last class, I briefly introduced the leaders who were involved in framing Indian Constitution. An Indian Constitution is a carefully designed document which including all important aspects. That's why our life is comfortable today. Indian Constitution, a written document finalized on 26 November 1949 and implemented on 26 Jan 1950, protects us because it's a written document. So let us continue the discussion related to the Constitution of India and Preamble. Like South Africa, India's constitution was also drawn up under very difficult circumstances. The making of constitution for a huge and diverse country like India was not so an easy affair. It was not an easy affair, or it is very difficult because one of the reason is the India country is very diverse. We have a different culture, religious background, linguistic setup, food and culture, everything is different. So we have huge or a diverse or a different culture. So such a different culture, a country having a multilinguistic, multi-religious and multicultural aspects, devising or framing a constitution was a difficult job. At that time, the people of India were emerging from the status of subject to the citizens. Now, what is this sentence refers? During British rule or prior to the British rule, like Mughals ruled us, so we were called as subjects. And today we are the citizens of this great country because it's an independent country. When you are a part of an independent country and you have got a defined rights by the constitution, then we are called as citizens. So citizens and subjects, there's a vast difference. So subject are those, they are definitely not having any freedom to oppose the ruler, whereas citizens are always got enough rights so that they can lead a healthy, happy and a civilized life. The country was born through partition on the basis of religious difference. You know this very well. When India attained freedom, one of the greatest demand by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, of course great means in his sense, was division of country on the basis of religion. That's the reason the country was divided into India and Pakistan. So India attained freedom with the remark of partition of the country on the religious basis. This was traumatic experience for the people of India and Pakistan, because thousands of people are killed, innocent people are killed. They were forced to leave their place of stay just because of the partition of our country. So at least 10 lakh people were killed. So it's a huge number. So at least 10 lakh people were killed on both sides of the border during partition. During partition, at least 10 lakh people were killed on both sides of the border because of the violence occurred after the partition. There was another problem. the British had left it the rulers of princely states to decide whether they wanted to merge with India or remain or with Pakistan or remain independent. Now, what this entire entire sentence explains. When India attained freedom in 1947, of course, we attained freedom with the partition of the country on the basis of religion, that is India and Pakistan. Moreover, British allowed the princely states in India like Mysore, Wadairs of Mysore, princely state, Junagadh, Hyderabad. Nearly 500 princely states were there in India at those time, like Gwalior, Sindhias, Holkars. So the British government gave an option. What was the option? The option is either they can merge with India, means they can join with the Indian Union, or they can merge with Pakistan, or they can remain independent. That's what happened to many, means rather three states, that is Hyderabad, Junagadh. Okay, so that's why Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, with the help of the military, that's the reason why the princely states were forced to, they were forcefully brought to Indian Union. So what was the option given by the British government? The option given by the British government was they can remain, they can merge with India, or they can join with Pakistan, or they can remain independent. This was the problem. Actually, British wanted to create such problem so that India will never back again to the normalcy. That is what they had done. The merger of these princely states with the difficult and uncertain task, when the constitution was being written in, the future of the country did not look as secure as it does today. The makers of the constitution had anxieties about the present and the future of the country. So makers of the constitution means members of Constituent Assembly and Drafting Committee. So members of Constituent Assembly and Drafting Committee, they had enough anxieties what will happen to the country in present or in near future. So the British government allowed Indians to Indian princely states either to join with India or with Pakistan, or remain independent. So now let us understand the path to making of Indian Constitution. That is path to the Constitution. Despite all difficulties, there is one big advantage for the makers of Indian Constitution. Unlike South Africa, they did not create a consensus about what democratic India looked like. Much of the consensus had evolved during the freedom struggle. The condition of framing of Indian Constitution and South African Constitution was different. South Africa had a long drawn history of apartheid policy, whereas India, because of the freedom struggle, there are enough practice and understanding, consensus, that is understanding, evolved during the time of freedom struggle. Our national movement was not merely struggle against the foreign rule, it was a struggle to regenerate our country and transform our society and politics. Because if you remember, we studied last year, you studied last year about Anglo-Mysore wars, Anglo-Maratha wars, Battle of Plassey, Battle of Buxar, Revolt of 1857. So several occasions we can find that Indians fought against the British, that is foreign rule, not just because they want political power, because they felt that the British East India Company and later the British, they're slowly trying to transform our society. So the Indians wanted to transform our society and politics into Indian culture. So that's the reason why that a long drawn understanding is created much before the constitution is framed. There were sharp differences and opinion within the freedom struggle about the path India should take after the independence. This, of course, that is the reason why even Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated, because few leaders wanted that how India is divided into Hindu, means India and Pakistan. The same way they felt that there should be some changes. And moreover, what happened? Even in the freedom struggle, like Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandra Pal, that is Lal Bhal Pal, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak, they were all against, their philosophy of fighting battle like the British was different. Even Subhash Chandra Bose. So Mahatma Gandhi followed the path of non-violence. So that is what it is always clearly said that. So difference of opinion was very common. There was a sharp difference of opinion within freedom struggle. Not only prior, even after also. What after that? What path India should follow after the independence? Such different exist even today. The same thing. Yet some basic ideas had come to be accepted by almost everyone. So difference of opinion is very common, because today some of you may feel that India should have been a presidential model government, not the parliamentarian type of government. Like America is a presidential form of government, India should have been a parliamentary form of government. So our democratic setup, sometimes we feel this democratic setup leads to corruption. The development of India, when you compare with China, is very slow. Why? Because of the democratic setup. So this kind of difference of opinion is very common. It is very commonly exist even today. So that is what the difference of opinion. As for back as in 1928, Motilal Nehru and 8 others drafted a constitution to India in the year 1931. In 1928. So first constitution is drafted by Motilal Nehru, and this first constitution was drafted by Motilal Nehru in the year 1928. The drafted constitution was adopted in the Lahore session of Indian National Congress. That's the reason why 26 January selected for the creation of Independence Day, or Republic Day. In 1931, the resolution at Karachi session of Indian National Congress. The Karachi session of Indian National Congress of 1931 dwell on how independent India's constitution should look like. So here you can understand, we attained freedom in the year 1947, but related to freedom movement, it is started much before that, that is in the year 1928. Both of these documents were committed to the inclusion of universal adult franchise. Now, what do you mean by universal adult franchise system? Adult franchise, you know very well. The voting right, that is called adult franchise. Franchise means power, right to cast the vote, that is franchise. Adults means given to adults. What do you mean by universal adult franchise? Universal adult franchise means voting right given to all, irrespective of male, female. That is what universal adult franchise. The right to freedom and equality, protecting the rights of minorities in the Constitution of Independent India. So what are the basic things adopted in the Constitution? One is universal adult franchise system. The basic things adopted in the Indian Constitution, one is universal adult franchise system. Second, adopting right to equality. Third, right to freedom. And of course, protecting the rights of minorities and other citizens. Thus, some basic values were adopted by all leaders much before the Constituent Assembly was framed. So, what this entire paragraph explains? The entire paragraph explains that much before Indian independence, the leaders who fought for the freedom of the country, they had a common understanding regarding what should be adopted after getting freedom. So, for example, universal adult franchise system, freedom, equality, liberty. So they were very clear that these are the things should be adopted after getting freedom or independence. Whereas in the case of South Africa, it was different, because South Africa fought against apartheid policy or the racial policy, and after that only they adopted the constitution. So that's the difference between Constitution of South Africa and India. The familiarity with the political institutions of colonial rule also helped develop an agreement over institutional designs. The British rule had given voting right only to few. On the basis of British had introduced very weak legislatures. Elections were held in 1937 to provincial legislatures and ministers all over British India. These were not fully democratic government, but the experience gained by the Indians in the working of the legislative institutions proved to be very useful for the country in setting up own institutions and working with them. That's why Indian Constitution adopted many institutional details with procedures from the colonial rule laws like Government of India Act of 1935. Now what this paragraph explains: because we were ruled by the colonial masters means British, and British adopted several institutional designs like Parliament of India, Supreme Court. So British introduced several institutional designs. The institutional designs introduced by the British, we adopted them as it is. That is what is always said, that lot of procedures related to colonial laws or the Government of India Act of 1935 adopted by the Indian Constitution as it is. So that's the reason why we can see that Indian Constitution also a mixed match of several ideas of adopted by leaders of freedom movement. Not only that, it is also adoption of several policies related to the British rule in India. That is what our parliamentary system of democracy. Everything purely depends on the British rule, and we adopted the system of democracy from them. So anyway, please write down the important points which you feel, so that it will help during the examination. Thank you.